Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Magical Monday. So glad to have people in here other than me and Andy. It's like us every week, but so glad to meet you all. Again, I'm Shakira. I will be guiding you today. So a couple rules of the class. The first rule is no judgment. No judgment of yourself or others. Just notice where you are today. If you can't do something, something doesn't feel right, it's okay. Just notice, let it go. Next rule is do not hurt yourself. Don't push yourself into a position that doesn't feel good. Again, notice where you are today. So if it doesn't feel good, come back off of it, or just get into a child's pose and lay your stripes. And what's the last one? Have fun. Yeah, have fun. Again, just be gentle. Notice where you are. And show up for yourself. Get into a nice, comfortable seat. You can sit on your blanket if you want. I know that makes me feel better. It sometimes hurts when I'm here. So it's not. It's fine. Roll your shoulders like that. And begin to connect with your breath. And notice how you are feeling in this moment. Distractions gonna come. Notice how you are feeling right now. Try not to bring the day that has passed with you onto the mat. Coming into this moment for various reasons, various intentions. And whatever your reason or intention may be, I want you to bring it to the forefront of your mind. And on your next inhale, I want you to begin to fill up with that intention. Exhale, feel the intention on the inside blend with the world outside. Inhale, filling up with your intention. Exhale, merging one. Time, inhale, filling up with your intention. Once again, practice. Exhale. You can return to a normal breath and checking in with how you are feeling slowly. Notice if there are any places in your mind, in your body, or tension, or tightness, or pain is showing up. Then no judgment, just take notice. Maybe you send some deep breaths to that area. Inhaling, calm, exhaling, belly, whatever baby body. But we have the power to let go of things that don't serve us. And sometimes we get in our own way, limited beliefs about our actual power. Inhibits our ability to heal, change, do whatever we want to. Learn
If you're talking and you're trying, just
continue to breathe.
so they're really
Between
saying
anything
this
that
process
does
is
not serve
different
you.
on everyone.
And when you're ready, you bring your hands to heart center, the prayer position. Maybe you take your neck down, tucking your chin in, finding a little stretch in the neck. And one more deep inhale in, and filling up with our attention. And exhale, and slowly let your eyes open. Bring your hands. Great. So now I want you to take your head and tilt it to the left side towards your left shoulder. Closing what you're feeling. Breathing into the side of the neck. And you take your right hand onto your mat, to the side of you. Nice stretch here. Continue breathing. Keep any tension. Now bring your center. Exhale, take the right ear, drop it down to the right shoulder. Breathe and notice. On this side. And then take your hand down onto the side of you. Breathe. Take this here. Exhale, let it go. Release back to center. And back to center. Making sure you're up. Relax your shoulders back down. Engage your core, bring your belly button towards your back. Now drop your chin to your chest. Find a nice stretch in the back of the neck. We're often in this position, looking down at our phones and our computers. Sometimes we don't take the time to stretch this part. Slowly carve a line with the nose and look up. After that, you find some openness in the throat. If you are feeling tightness, tension in the throat, maybe there are things you're not saying that you may need to express. Breathe here. If something's coming up for you, just take notice. And no judgment of thoughts. And bring it center. And just find some small circles of the mind. And way. Breathe in, down, up and back. Exhaling down. Inhaling. Exhaling. And once you have it one way, switch directions and go the other way. There's no rush. Take it time, experiencing, stretch. When you're ready, you can bring your center. And now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. Rolling the shoulders up towards the ears, squeeze the shoulders together, taking them down the back body. And breathing here, noticing if there's any tension or tightness in this area. Releasing it so we exhale. And when you're ready, switch directions. Back, up towards the ears, towards the shoulders like neutral. Take your right hand across the front of your body, elbow, with nice stretch here in the shoulder. Breathing into any tightness. Feeling. Fingers here. And release. Now switch arm. Left, over, left, elbow, head. Now we're going to come up onto all fours. A little work in the spine. So bring your knees directly under your hips. Have your feet flush on the mat, wrists under your shoulder blades. We're going to move into some cat cows. So dropping the belly, inhaling, bringing the head up and back, filling up like a cow with milk. Exhaling, dropping the head, pushing away from the mat, bringing the belly button to the spine and arching the back. Cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, take the head up and back. Exhaling, dropping the head, arching back up towards the ceiling. And inhaling, again, dropping the belly, taking the head up and back. Exhaling. Bringing the belly button towards the spine, really feeling that stretch, dropping the head down. And then once you got the hang of it, you can begin to move at your own breath. And the inhale, filling up with air, feeling a long, puppy belly. Exhaling, hollowing out the body. And you can find some movement here, front and back, if that feels good for you today, or side to side, as you move through your cat-cow. Now bring your knees as wide as your yoga mat. Bring your toes together and push back. Bring your bottom towards your heels. Draw your fingers out in front of you. Melt the heart down to the mat. Bring your head down to the mat for extended child's pose. Now, anytime during this practice where you feel tired or just don't feel like doing it anymore, you can come here and collect your thoughts, connect back to your breath, and take stock. Breathe in here, feeling that stretch in the shoulders and the upper back body, and the hips. And the breath here. And come back up to all fours. Now we're going to tuck our toes under. Spread your fingers apart, really connecting with the mat. We're going to slowly bring our knees to a hover over to our mat. Finding a little heat here in the core. Take a couple breaths here. And slowly lower back. Maybe bump your hips side to side. That feels good today. I'll do that one more time. It feels good to me. When you're ready, again, tuck your toes under. Really connect with the mat and on your hands. So we're not collapsing into the shoulders when we're doing this. We're pushing away from the mat, finding that integrity in the core. So from the core, lift up and hover. Breathe. You may find a little shaking like I am. That's okay. Drop it. All right, keep your toes tucked. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Again, bring your hands apart, finding some energy in our hands. Turn your shoulder, your biceps towards each other to support you in this position. So you're not collapsing into your wrists. You're really supported. You can find a little movement here, pedaling out through the feet. If that feels good for you today. Breathing here. Maybe you find a little stillness. You bring your hips up towards the ceiling. If your heels aren't on the mat, of course that is fine. Just notice where you are today. Carve a line with the nose. Look up and walk towards the top of your mat. Hang here. A nice forward fold, dropping the head down, finding a slight bend in your knees. Breathe. You might want to sway side to side. Maybe you grab your elbows and continue to sway. Drop the arms, ground into all four corners of your feet. Really connect with the mat. Bend your knees a little generously and slowly root to rise, pushing away from your mat. And find yourself in mountain pose. And here, take stock. Notice how you're feeling. Connect back with your breath if you lost it. Notice if any thoughts are coming up. Inhale, bend your knees, take your hands up over your head. Exhale, bring your hands down to the center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands up, center. Next time, inhale, hands up. This time we're going to wiggle our fingers and take it all the way back down. Inhale, we're going to come up halfway, so slide the hands up towards the knees. Find a nice flat back here. Looking down, neck should be in alignment with the spine. Shoulder blades pull back, hips pushing towards the wall behind you. Exhale, fold.
Plant the palms on the mat. Step one foot back and the other to plank pose. So if this is too much for you, you can drop down to your knees. If you can, stay here, pushing the heels back, finding a long neck. Inhale, shift forward, slowly lower down to the mat. Drop the feet and press up to cobra. Exhale, back down. Tuck the toes under. Inhale. Exhale, push back up. Down. Connect with your mat. Make sure your fingers are spread apart. Biceps are pushed in towards each other, supporting you. Bend your knees here and lift your hips up towards the ceiling and on your tippy toes. Great. Exhale, drop the heels. Now anchor into your left foot. Inhale, lift the right foot for three-legged dog, drawing the feet down towards the mat. Inhale, slowly forward. You can drop that back knee. And we're going to sweep up. Getting a nice stretch here in the quad. Breathe here. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Bring your right hip back. Roll through onto your heel. Flex your toes towards your face. And pull that right hip crease back. Extra stretch here. Roll back through. Bring the back knee up. Plant the palms in. Step the right foot back. Plank pose. Shift forward. Really hug your elbows into the body. And lower down. Put the toes under. Lift up. Cobra. Exhale. Back down. And we get to do on the other side. So inhale. Tuck your toes. Exhale, push away from your mat, lifting your hips up for downward facing dog. Again, bend your knees and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Great, ladies. And lower your heels back down. Inhale, ground into the right foot. Exhale, lift the left foot up, dialing your toes down towards the mat for three-legged dog. And slowly bring it through. If you need to help you a little further to the front, it's all right. Lower that back foot. Sweep the hips, the hands up. And breathe here. You go a little deeper in your stretch on the exhale. Bring the hands back down to the earth. Roll through. Left hip reach back. Flex the toes towards the face. And breathe. Inhale. Bring it back through. The back knee up off of the mat. Plant the palms. Lift the left foot back. Plank again. Shift forward. Lower. Bring the hands in line with the rib cage. Up. Cobra. Exhale back down. Into like inhale. Maybe I like to move side to side here. That gets that little back to me. Exhale. Back down. And one more time. Push up, away from the mat. Exhale. Down. Tuck your toes under. On the downward dog again. Press away from the mat, lift the hips up. I'm not going to stay here for long. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Step it through. I'm going to keep that back leg up. Sweep the hands up. Warrior one. Now pivot on the back foot, opening up. Warrior two. Like that. Make sure your front knee, you can see your toes so you're not too far. We won't hurt our knees. Keep the core engaged. Look out in front of your right hand. Know that warrior spirit in you. Where you make power to do what you want. Everything that you want. And turn your hands over. Drop your left hand back. Bring your right hand up. Peaceful warrior. Breathe here. Exhale. Bring your right arm onto your right thigh. Take your hand on your low back to open up chest. Breathe. And if you feel so inclined, you can reach over, up and over. Extended side angle. Now turn around, plant the palms. Step the right foot back. Inhale, shift forward, lower down. The toes away from the mat. Exhale, back down. Let's take an extended child's pose here. Reconnect, so bring your knees out to the sides of your mat, feet together, mouth to heart, crawl the fingers out and drop the head. Listen to the sound of your breath here. Notice how you are feeling in this moment. Notice what thoughts may be coming up for you. And when you're ready, come back to all fours. Tuck your toes under, push away from the mat. Lift the hips up. Ground into the right heel. Lift the left leg up. And bring it through. And bring your hands up. Warrior one. So your back foot should be at a 45-degree angle. Really finding a nice lunge in the front foot or front leg. Grounding in all four corners of your feet. So maybe lift your toes up to ensure that you are. Exhale, turn, pivot on the back foot, turn it to the side of the mat. Warrior two. Look out. One of your fingers. And breathe. Turn the palm in the front facing up. Drop the back hand down. The right leg, bring the hands up and over. Peaceful warrior. Exhale. Bring the left hand on to the right left knee. Bring the right hand back onto the arch of the back, opening up the front body. Again, if you feel so inclined, then take your right hand up and over for extended side angle. Breathe here. Exhale, drop the hands back onto the mat. And we're going to step the right foot up to meet the left foot and find a forward fold here. Then if this is your practice, so if you want to sway side to side, you can do so. That feels right. Make sure we're not locking in the knees. We're having a nice little bend in the knees. Want to grab either side of your elbows. You can do that also if that feels good to you. We can sit here in stillness. Ground into the feet, bend the knees generously and press away from the mat, slowly rising up, rolling the shoulders down and back, lifting the heart, so finding an upward current of energy in the front body, and a downward flow of energy grounding you in the back. Bring the hands out to your side. And remember that intention that you set in the beginning of this practice. I'd like for you now to bring it back to the forefront of your mind. And again, inhaling in the intention. And exhaling. Combining your inner world with the outer world. And inhale. And exhale.
Bring your hands to heart center. One more time, inhaling your intention. Exhaling, connecting in a way with our body. Now bring your hands to your hips. And again, ground, finding that grounding energy in the feet. So really connecting your feet with your mat. Engage your core, bringing your belly button towards your spine, rolling your shoulders down and back, lifting up your chest. And I want you to shift the weight onto your left leg, bringing your right, coming up on your right toes. Just make some small circles here with the ankle, one way and the other. Giving some honor and reverence and a little bit of time to our ankle. And maybe you come onto the front and just find a little stretch in front of the foot. Again, connecting with that core as if you're on a marionette string. Slide your foot up. Bring your feet off the ground, flexing that front foot, rounding into the left. Find a spot in front of you to look at or a drishti to find your balance. Breathe here. Drop the right foot down to the earth. Take it out a little bit. All right, on the other side. And grounding into the right foot. Find some small circles here. Left ankle. It's just the cracks for me. That feels good. You can just lift your foot up too if that feels better for you. And take it back and stretching front of the foot. And grounding into all four corners of the right foot. Find your drishti, find what you're looking at. Slide the foot up, bring it up, flex the toes. Breathe here. If you fall out, it's okay, come back. It's a practice, not perfection. And drop the foot back on. Just shake it out again. All right, so let's come back down onto the mat, seated. Bring the legs wide. Bring the hands up. Turn the body towards the right foot and bend at the hips. And you can reach your feet, your ankles, your shins, wherever you are today.
Breathe. Now bring it back up. Hands up one more time. Then at the hips forward. Dropping the head down. Whatever feels good for you. Take it through, let you through. All the way out. Journey into the left foot. Take the left foot out, bring the right foot up into the chest. Again, you can flex your toes. Take your left hand, bring your knee across the body towards the left side of your mat. Take your right arm out from the side of you and look towards the left arm. Very nice. Twist here. Breathe into the tight spaces. Breathe into the spaces that hurt. Release the tension. And bring your knee back up. Place it back on the mat. And out. Bring the right knee up towards the chest. And flex your toes. Your right hand. Bring your left knee across the body to the right side of your mat. Take your left hand out and look towards it. Breathe here. Nourish the body. Take care of your body. You only get one, and it does so many things for you. So it is important to take time and reverence to take care of your body. Bring the left leg back up to center. Drop the left foot onto the mat. Bend your right knee and bring both knees to the chest, hugging them in. You might lift your head off of the mat, coming into a sort of ball shape. And extend the legs out. Bring the hands over your head. And we're going to take up space. Finding length in the spine. Maybe point your toes, stretch your arms over your head. And release. If you like, you can get your blanket and cover up. We're going to move into the Shavasana portion of our practice. Cozy. And have your legs wide. Have your arms to the side of you. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath. Begin to relax. Inhaling, taking the biggest breath you took all day. Exhaling, letting everything go and melting into the mat. It is so very important that we take care of ourselves. And how often we are trying to do everything, be everything for everyone, that we begin to neglect ourselves. And when we begin to neglect ourselves, we allow space for dis-ease to inhabit us. So it's important that we nurture, nourish, take care of our bodies, of our minds, of our spirits, so that we can show up as our best selves, whether that be at work, school, with our friends or families or coworkers. Truly be present, loving and supportive, be the type of people, type of humans that we want to continue to breathe, relax.
When you're ready, you can begin to move your fingers and toes, coming back into the room. You can roll onto one side. One fetal position here. Ready, you can push up. Up for yourself. Bring your hands to heart. Inhaling in together. Blowing your head. Breathe safe. Breathe well. Breathe take care of yourself. This week, this month, this year. Together. I know, right?
You said you can still lay in there if you want.